I'll just try to give me a minute. I'm just trying to share the screen.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Should I start?
We can see the notes and everything.
I'll try to share it again. 1 second. Sorry.
Looks fine now.
This is fine now?
Yeah, it looks fine.
Okay.
Yes.
Should I start?
Yeah, you can start.
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to present our data-driven marketing strategy for IKEA. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through a short video and how you went about the data-driven strategy to achieve IKEA's brand and marketing objective. Yeah.
Meet IKEA, the iconic brand known for inspiring passion in homes around the world. But in India, IKEA faced a challenge: how to transition from simply attracting attention to activating engagement and driving foot traffic. Utilizing cutting edge technology and a wealth of data, we embarked on a journey to understand the nuances of the Indian market. We dove deep into the numbers, analyzing everything from store visits to online sales, from media investments to brand health metrics. We developed customized regression models for each key market: Hyderabad, Mumbai, and Bangalore. We did just that with strong data rigor and use of regression over 190 macro and micro variables. We were able to isolate hypotheses that could be used to turn the media plans on its head and dramatically improve results. Media plans relooked at the efficacy of media channels by putting reach mediums under the lens and recommended smaller cohorts to drive active engagement. This led to the use of digital-first campaigns backed by frequency builder mediums like TV, print, etc. OOH was curtailed in these campaigns and performance was amplified across cohorts. With tailored MMM for each market, the level of customization in media plans were more vernacular with higher frequency, generating higher average order value and walk-ins along with growing brand metrics set IKEA on a path to success. Whether launching a new store or running a thematic campaign, every decision was informed by data-driven insights. And the results speak for themselves. By 2023, IKEA's revamped media plan was already showing significant improvements. Visitations and walk-ins surpassed previous targets, while brand desire saw remarkable growth in key markets like Hyderabad and Mumbai. In the ever-evolving landscape of marketing and media, one thing is clear: the power of analytics and data technology. Brands like IKEA can chart a course to success no matter what the challenge is.
Thank you for your attention. Let me just wanted to give you a gist of idea what you have done for IKEA through the data analytics, and let me define the construct of the presentation today. What I have done is I have divided the presentation into three parts. What was the objective and what you have done. What we have done to arrive at the best course of action. So objective was to unbundle the insight to rationalize the media mix for each of the three key markets that were at the different life stages. And why we have done it, why did we do what we did, is to isolate efficacy of each media vehicle and market, help rationalize the spend across marketing funnel. And how did you do it, right? How did you use what we did is how do we basically deploy the right mix of media vehicle that gives the best measurable outcome. right? So first, I'm going to take you through the what we have done to arrive at the best course of action. We have done a or built a market mix modeling. Okay, and we have looked at 7 regression model to build this market mix modeling for IKEA. We have looked at store visit. We have looked at store sales across Hyderabad, Mumbai, and Bangalore. We also looked at national online sales model, and then you have looked into 190 plus variable like your brand metrics, store visitation, sales metrics, product availability metrics, competition aggression, media investment, social and search interest, macroeconomic variables during that time. And then this 7 regression and 190 plus variable we brought together and arrive at the ROI for each medium, and you have calculated the ROI for short term and long term both. Right? Now, secondly, why did you use M in this scenario to solve the problem? Right? We use M in this scenario to isolate the multiple independent variable, as you can see in the example, for different market and media mix to drive a specific objective, like revenue, for example, here, okay, was coming out to be significantly different and making it difficult to optimize the deployment of the media spend. Right. So I've given you only one variable example as the data is very confidential in this scenario. So, and I've compared the Mumbai and Hyderabad market, and you can see the kind of media vehicle are coming when it comes to different market and when it comes to drive the specific objective like revenue. Third point is, how did you use this triple outcome to amplify and how we proved to IKEA the actionable impact to ROI, right? So what we have done is we have prepared a selectivity index model. We have taken the outcome from M, multiple outcomes like what drives revenue, what drives sales, what drives brand metrics, and we have built a selectivity model, right? And that helped us at a macro level to optimize the media investment against various objectives like sales, brand metrics, ROI at a market level, right? And we have deployed this model at a campaign level and demonstrated the actual success to IKEA. And what success looks like, right? So as you know, two of the dependent variable was visitation and sales. We made a big impact to this metrics. 9 to 16% increase in visitation across market, increasing AOB, which is average order value or sales, by 1,000 per bill over last financial year. Massive brand desire growth, above 40% plus in older markets like Hyderabad and Mumbai. Spawn saw a huge jump in Bangalore being the new market, right? Not only the sales visitation and brand metrics, efficiency from the market mix modeling also showed a savings, which is a big result and achievement for IKEA. Around 13% savings we have shown through the market mix modeling. Yeah, and thank you. That was it.
Thank you.
Thank you. And the next presentation is Mahindra and Mahindra.
Just give me a minute, please.
Sure.
So- Yeah. Is my
You
screen
haven't shared the
without
complete
slide
result.
notes?
Yes, but share the sound. You don't have a video?
No, no videos.
Okay, then you can go. Your time starts now. All the best.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'm Shrikant Shanoy, and I'm here to share our research on Master Connect, bringing the science of multi-screen planning to brands. OTT or YouTube, linear TV or connected TV. From a single screen TV environment, marketers today operate in a world filled with planning choices to be made between multiple screens. Even traditional media like print, radio, and OH have undergone a digital makeover. Print planning has metamorphosed to text planning, covering both online and offline avatars of news brands. Podcasts are the new audio. Digital out of home has introduced bigger screens than ever before. But despite the growing need for science and accountability, especially where large client budgets are involved, industry tools for multimedia or multi screen planning do not exist. Marketers continue to plan media in separate silos. Digital planning uses tools like Comsco or vendor reports. TV planning is done on BARC, and print planning is done using pre lockdown IRS 2019 data. The need of the times is a common industry metric that considers the fragmented media environment, integrates planning across traditional and digital screens, and accounts for duplication between mediums. Our client Mahindra was set to launch hashtag Think Big, a refresh campaign for its popular compact SUV, the XUV 300. We stepped up to answer the needs of the Think Big campaign with our study Master Connect. The study measured effectiveness and reach of 50 plus touchpoints across India, analyzing consumption. The data powered a multimedia planning tool that enabled our clients to get the only complete view of marketing plans, calculating total all-up reach across all touchpoints, including traditional and digital media. The pan-India ground research was carried out with GfK, one of India's leading research agencies. Our field research extended over 3 months. With a sample of 35,000 plus respondents across NCCS and other demographic classes, the study not only matched the coverage of large industry databases like TGI and GWI, but also covered lesser known markets like small town India and even the Northeast, which was a special interest to some clients. We captured data points across demographics, psychographics, as well as understood the media habits and consumption across our key high value targets. A total of 41 categories were covered in all, including auto, of course, and FMCG and BFSI. Our channel nomenclature in the research reflected the shift in market realities from a world of offline versus online to a world of blurred boundaries, multiple video screens, both linear and digital, audio, both FM and streaming audio, and text, both the physical newspaper as well as online news. Data from the study was fed into the Master Connect planning tool. Master Connect was also powered by industry databases, benchmarks on effectiveness, cost database by touchpoint, expert effectiveness scores, and live API integrations with key partners like Google, Meta, and Amazon. Master Connect research provided an updated view of India's evolving media and screen landscape. We analyzed shifts in comparison with our earlier research in 2018. We see that online display ad has emerged the top touchpoint across media. While digital leadership was well known, Master Connect ranked individual touchpoints within the digital ecosystem and other media. However, linear TV was slightly ahead of YouTube. OTV and CTV and cinema had grown. However, we noted a steep decline in newspapers and magazines. OTT and CTV had made rapid gains in lower pop strata among older audiences and among female viewers. The study also captured shifts in media consumption intensity. So we see that OTT involvement now was fast catching up with that of traditional TV. Despite the loss in reach, heavy readers, loyal readers continue to support print. Time spent on audio streaming had also increased. Master Connect measured effectiveness of touchpoints in delivering on brand and activation drivers, defined as awareness, appeal, and education for brand, and trial and recommendation for activation. For marketers, this input helped arrive at the split in planning between brand and activation focus. Master Connect captured the rise of digital OH at the top screen in delivering on awareness. While linear TV remained in the top 10, newspapers had lost effectiveness. Events now ranked among the top channels in driving appeal. However, print continued to rank among the top channels for driving education. Retail channels remained extremely important to drive trial and purchase. New channels, display QR code, and live streaming emerged as significant in driving conversations. Master Connect enabled end-to-end planning for Mahindra's Think Big campaign. So it guided every step of the way, from identifying the top touch points based on the planner inputs and effectiveness scores. Budgets were assigned by a genetic optimizer based on reach curves and duplication data from the survey, cost per reach point from the planner, and budget constraints from the client. APIs integrated live reach curves into Master Connect for seamless integration with plans. Master Connect guided scheduling decisions, enabling the planner to analyze how each channel supported reach building and evaluated different scheduling scenarios. Market mix modeling within Master Connect also measured the impact of our media activity on sales. We identified the key high-value audiences within the Master Connect database for XUV 300, like avid travelers, family vacationers, business professionals, researchers of competitive brands to XUV 300 like Nexon, Brezza, and France. The mix of planning budgets across linear TV, YouTube, OTT, CTV, and social was calibrated to each of these high-value audiences to deliver personalized plans. Combined with creative personalization tools, the prospects were addressed with contextual messaging on contextual channels at the contextual time of the day. So every media plan was unique. The exercise delivered results at scale. Over 28 million personalized impressions to 12 million plus users at a frequency of 2 plus, leveraging Master Connect's guidance on screen selection, budget allocation, and scheduling. The plan achieved 8% higher view-through rate than the industry benchmark. Cost per unique view was reduced by 7%. XUV 300 crossed the 200,000 unit milestone, selling 60.9K units in FY23, which at 21% year-on-year growth was the highest for the vehicle in a fiscal year till date. Master Connect enables multi-screen planning not only for auto clients like Mahindra, but indeed for all our clients across categories from FMCG to digital payments. Thank you.
Thank you. The next presentation is Domino's.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jesus. Let me put my screen. Just let me know if it is visible to you all.
Yes. But you haven't shared your computer sound.
Is it visible now?
Yeah, we can see the presentation on full screen, but
Yeah.
you have not shared the computer sound.
I just a second. I think I have done that. I'll just check.
No. If you don't have a video, you can continue.
No, I have one video. I think it is showing that I have added the computer audio.
No, you stop the presentation. So now you can restart
Yes.
the screen. Reshare the screen.
Mhm. Is it fine?
No, you have not shared the computer sound still. If you want to play the video and check, I can confirm you.
Just a second. I'll do that first, and then I'll come again. Is it fine?
No, we can't hear any sound.
Not audible?
No, are you using a Zoom application, or are you using Google Chrome version of the Zoom?
No, no. I'm using Zoom application only, and I did that. Let me
Clear
try
sound.
once more. Otherwise, we'll go ahead with it because there is no uh, audio. That is okay if you can see the video. Let me try once more. Just final try.
See,
Just a sec.
I can guide you. Right now, when you
Okay.
click on the share screen,
Share screen. Okay.
yeah, you're getting
Mhm.
this
Okay. Share
multiple
sound.
screens, right? Yeah, share sound there.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
No
Is
problem.
it fine now?
Yes, now you have shared the sound. Yeah,
Great. Thank you so much for that.
no problem.
Can I start now?
Yeah, your time starts now. All the best.
Thank you. So, good morning, everyone. Good morning, judges. I am here to present a very unique case on Domino's, where we use their proprietary data, their first-party data, as well as their revenue KPI as a KPI. Not only that, we also introduce the proprietary data, which is YouGov brand index data on a weekly level, I would say, to build a complete full funnel approach for the brand. And in the next few, you will see how we have used that and why have we used this approach to build the full funnel for the brand and present to them the overall media playbook for. Now, just to start with, starting with the campaign background, why we have used this approach and why have we used these proprietary data and come up with the whole data-led approach for the brand. So post-pandemic, what we have observed, a sudden influx of competition and a lot of offer-led mm, offerings across this QSR industry has been evolved. Now the prevalence of order and in-house dining experience are increasing post-pandemic, and marketing budget shrank. What we also have observed that with all these offer-led approach, the new experiential approach, the marketing budget remains same, or basically it shrank in proportion to what they are looking for in terms of revenue. So our what exactly the task for the brand become? What first objective was to rekindle that deep affection, the brand love for the Domino's that was there before pandemic. Post pandemic, we need to rekindle that. The objective was to safeguard the Domino's competition advantage and reinstate the business level where they were before pandemic. So the overall QSR industry has been hit by the COVID. So post that, it is imperative for the brand to get back to that level where they were on in 2019 with their experiential store, with their online offerings and everything. So considering that task, the final task is to regain that 30% upsurge in the sales in a financial year, in a single year, again, with the limited budget. So the task was quite stringent for us. And what we have done, we basically build, first of all, we build the CCBC framework where we try to observe what is the opportunity for the brand to grow. Now, so, in consumer segment, what we have observed that there is a huge possibility for the shopping online. So 350 million users transacting online, and out of which 190 million of them are shopping on. Now 50% of adoption for online food delivery app among them. So within the transacting audience, there are only 50% adoption. So there is a huge room for this to build the retention as well as acquisition model. Now, when it comes to deep dive into cultural aspect, post-pandemic consumer are seeking for experiential aspect. They are looking for something which basically gives them the experience again. Category, what we are also observed that QSR category is expanding in India with a CAGR of almost around 11%. Traditionally, what we have seen, Domino's are having an advertising approach which is always on across different multimedia, which basically is not a real ROAS driven plan. So with the limited budget, every penny has to work harder to achieve that 30% increase in market, increase in revenue. So now what we have also observed that media spends as a proportion to revenue has been decreasing. And it is imperative for the media persons or say any media agency to build ROAS driven approach, which basically not only drives the brand growth, but also achieving the business task which has been given to us. So basis these insights, what we have done, this is a complex looking slide, I understand, but what I wanted to explain here is how have we taken the overall full funnel approach for the brand to grow. Now it is not only one task for the brand to achieve the revenue task of 30% growth, but also it should be organically the audience should organically come to Domino's as a leader brand within the pizza category. So we have done the overall full funnel approach where we started with the strategic approach, the long term approach where we started with the brand diagnosis, understanding the key KPI which is driving the brand for the brand, the markets which are giving the better opportunities for growth, the long-term effect of media, to the market mix modeling, where we have done all sorts of optimization, right from the saturation across each of the channel, the ideal budget we require to achieve the task, the optimal channel mix, everything. Now, we have not restricted ourselves to the strategic level. We also went ahead and went into see the tactical aspect, which is all understanding all the optimization at daily level, which is your TV optimization, the digital optimization through multi-incrementality model and everything. And we presented to the client the overall optimization as well as the media planning principles to build the ROI, where we started with the we built the dashboard for the brand where we have showcased them which market is giving them the acquisition, which market is giving them better retention, and how should we go about it. We build revenue response for the brand to come up with the ideal budget allocation. We did a lot of simulation and optimization to come up with the right channel mix and the allocation. We also developed a lot of optimization, as I was mentioning, at a tactical level, where we have seen the threshold levels, the TV optimization genre, and everything for the brand. And what it does basically, the full funnel approach has given us the 30% surge in sales. The ad generated revenue has increased to more than 16%. And what we also have observed, the TV ROI has increased to more than 25%, leading to the highest conversion within the QSR industry for the brand. We have a small video to showcase what I have mentioned as of now. So basically, this case has not only gave us a required result for the brand, but it also served as a benchmark for us to build different brands across the category. We introduced and incorporated a new different data set for the brand, which is Yoga as a new data partner. We built the overall full funnel approach right from top of the mind awareness to the brand, to the kind of uh, sales they are looking for. We also built the in-house corresponding measurement solution for the brand, which is rolled out at a MVP phase, which is minimum viable product. And we link brand tracking data not only with the awareness, it also lead to the overall preference as well as the purchase. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And the next presentation is Mahindra and Mahindra.
Is my screen visible without slides?
Yes. Do you have any video?
No videos.
Okay.
Let me know when to start.
Yeah, your time starts now. All the best.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'm Shrikant Shenoy again, and I'm presenting to you our research and innovation tool, Future Scope. It's the audience-first lens on media innovation. Planning for innovation today is an uncertain game. It remains a no man's land for marketing research and a domain with no real guarantees. Only 6% of marketing professionals today are satisfied with innovation performance. 95% of product innovation fails. 92% of startups fail. XUV 400 was a launch of many firsts for our client Mahindra. It was the first electric SUV from the company's stable. It was also shipped to new audiences. Our research suggested that Metro, Gen Z, and millennials were potential prospects for electric SUVs. However, conventional planning was not enough to reach them. Being a relatively new category for Indian auto, our client required something innovative, something disruptive, something that could be added on to the regular launch plan for added impact. What was the best route to win new audiences? What were the best innovation territories to engage them? We knew that digital payments, social commerce, and online auctions were some of the top interests for these audiences, but we had no research to support innovation in these territories. Any new idea, any first-time innovation was usually a gamble, requiring big investment for marketers without research-based data support or guaranteed return on investment. So we devised a study to address the missing link in the marketer's toolkit, an industry-first innovation planner. We developed Future Scope, a future-forward survey-based framework to spot the best innovation territories to engage our target audiences. Drawing upon our experience in predictive analytics, we mapped the future trajectory of media channels, of consumer preferences, and industry trends to identify the best innovation areas for the XUV 400 launch campaign. FutureScope not only devised a customized innovation framework for the launch, but also identified the target KPIs to come for, the channel mix, and the recommended budgets for activation. FutureScope harnessed the power of data analytics, machine learning, and predictive modeling. AI algorithms enabled it to sift through vast amounts of historical data on past innovations and their outcomes on brand metrics. The tool predicted the best innovation territories to engage audiences for the launch of XUV 400. We partnered with leading research agency Dynata to analyze 24 emerging media and technologies like gaming, live video, podcasting, social commerce, automation, connected cars, digital OH, and wearables. Learnings from other advanced markets in the region enabled us to identify the likely future path that these technologies would take in India. Taking advantage of our network strength to draw learnings from other advanced markets, we partnered with units to expand our research across the APAC region, covering a total of 14,000 consumer respondents in 14 markets, with upweights in India to allow for demographic cuts. We also covered 400 marketing experts for a practitioner perspective. Based on analysis of data and insights, innovation territories were plotted on an innovation dashboard. The primary screen mapped territories on reach on the x-axis. The level of penetration and adoption of the territory was reach, and maturity on the y-axis, which is the level of readiness of vendors to activate these territories and the time of this territory in the market. The 99-1 framework helped plan resource allocation and activation. Territories like digital payments that enjoyed both high reach and maturity were ideal investment opportunities. Allocating resources strategically, 90% of our efforts are directed towards optimizing existing partnerships in such territories, ensuring maximum efficiency and synergy. 9% is ideally dedicated to exploring newer, less mature channels, fostering innovation and potential growth. And the remaining 1% is what you see on the screen, territories like social audio and the metaverse. We devote this remaining 1% to the visionary pursuit of these media futures, anticipating and preparing for the evolving landscape of the industry. So this balanced 99-1 approach reflects the commitment to both fortifying existing established foundations and embracing possibilities of what lies ahead. Our approach for innovation was to chart a course that starts at the intersection of maturity and reach, guided by insights from FutureScope. We channeled our efforts into the task of optimizing existing partnerships. Drawing upon experience and industry understanding, we evaluated collaborations locally and identified partners and media vendors that could deliver maximum ROI. The triangulation of maturity, reach, and future exploration helped us identify innovation territories that were not only unique, but also scalable. And additional filters were added to the tool for deeper analysis and to sharp target high-value audiences. Filters like demographic cuts, media habits, attitudes, and interest areas. Some noteworthy findings from FutureScope's innovation dashboard for India. Principal analysis on input variables identified 11 territories that had attained high reach and maturity in India, particularly live video, social commerce, and gaming. Needless to say, innovation territories varied by market and by level of evolution. We see that in evolved markets like Australia, consumer privacy scored a high 8.69, subscription services 8.14, retail transformation 8.02, ahead of other markets. On the other side of the spectrum, markets like Vietnam, which were actually at a lower level of innovation compared to India, reported 9 territories in the high reach and maturity zone. Consumer privacy and retail transformation ranked high on reach, but innovation in these territories was relatively difficult to implement, resulting in a lower maturity score. Coming back to XUV400, our primary goal was to build awareness about the launch and deliver a target level of bookings. The top touchpoints or innovation territories based on reach and maturity for XUV400 prospects were social commerce, interactive OTT, and gaming. Gaming and social commerce also appeared as the top territories to drive awareness and sales, respectively. So based on learnings from FutureScope, we combined these two territories, social commerce and gaming, and the resulting idea. The resulting idea was the first ever online auction of a special edition Mahindra XUV400. Our media promotion for the auction was designed to build awareness about the upcoming online auction, each valued at rupees 10,000 before the scheduled auction event. The objective implied not only quantity, but also focus on generating revenue through these registrations, emphasizing the exclusivity and desirability of the special edition vehicle. Prior to the auction event, the user had to complete 2 rounds of verification based on OTP verification and participation booking payment of rupees 10,000 to ensure that we attracted only the real intenders. The online auction stood out among SUV launches. The winning bidder paid 1.75 CR for the exclusive edition of the Mahindra XUV 400. This online auction was an industry first for an automobile launch in India, not only making a lasting impression among auto intenders and even lay auto enthusiasts, but also redefining the launch grammar of auto in India. It was a benchmark in leveraging data beyond regular marketing, media planning, and providing a robust data-rich springboard for innovation. The campaign successfully surpassed its targets: 43 million impressions, 2 million clicks, 85K visits to the website at a CTV of 51%, 4,653 OTP verifications, all from the online auction alone. Most of all, FutureScope arms us with a research-based framework for cutting-edge innovation across clients, audiences, and product categories. A true data incubator for exciting ideas. Thank you.
Thank you. And we are done with the category. We'll take a 5-minute break before we start the next category. We'll come back exactly at 11:25.
Jury members, can we start?
We can start if everybody else is ready.
Other jury members, can we start with the presentation? Sandeep, start.
Okay. Next category is Best Integrated Campaigns Service. Presentation duration is 10 minutes. And first presentation is from Google.
Hi, let me know if my screen is visible and I'm audible as well.
Yes.
It's going to hide the floating meeting controls. Yeah, I hope my screen is completely visible. No black
Yes.
boxes.
Yes.
Sure. Let me know when to begin.
You can start.
Sure. I'm going to start my presentation today with an actual recording, which is both alarming and equally commonplace in today's digital India.
हेलो
नमस्कार मैडम, मैं बैंक से बोल रहा हूँ, बैंक मैनेजर।
हाँ बोलिए
मैडम, आपका एटीएम कार्ड को ब्लॉक कर दिया गया है। क्या आप उसे चालू करना चाहेंगे या बंद रखना चाहेंगे?
व्हाट ये कैसे हो सकता है
चालू करने के लिए अभी आपका एटीएम कार्ड होना अनिवार्य है मैडम। क्या अभी आपका एटीएम कार्ड साथ में है?
जी रुकिए
It is easy to guess what would have happened next. In fact, someone you know may also have fallen prey to a similar financial scam. Just within a single financial year, the net impact of scams to India has been upwards of 60,000 crores. Simple calculation translates this to almost 1,600 rupees lost by each Indian who is financially active online. Hi, I am Avnish, and I'm here today to throw light on how our campaign for Google's public service initiative, Raho Do Kadam Aage, helped educate users on the measures to stay safe online. We had two key challenges: to build trust that Google helps people stay safe online, and to fuel conversations around how to stay safe online. While research suggested that delivering credible information was important to minimizing financial frauds, to who and through whom we communicate this information was critical in building trust. And lastly, how this information is disseminated would spark meaningful conversations and leave a lasting impact. A startling reality today is that financial frauds aren't just restricted to the digital novices of India. And with this insight at the forefront, we aimed to tap the 380 million users in India who were financially active online through UPI and banking apps. Netizens viewed bureaucrats, policymakers, and corporate leaders as the voice of authority on such matters. We aimed to connect and engage with both these audiences to build awareness and credibility for Raho Do Kadam Aage. To do so, we designed three distinct media pillars. With Announce, we deployed mass digital and offline platforms such as TV, YouTube, print, radio, and digital news to create high impact and widespread awareness for our initiative. We leveraged four credible celebrities: Neena Gupta, Rajkumar Rao, Sania Malhotra, and Rana Daggubati, to launch our key campaign communication of the two simple steps to stay ahead of scams. With Catalyze, we leverage social as a strategic pivot to demonstrate the pitfalls of online scams. We brought out a series of India First clutter breaking experiences on social platforms that propelled conversations and virality. With Dial Up, we activated search engine marketing across the most leaned-in users and ensured a full funnel presence across a user's journey from awareness to empowerment. Collectively, we reached out to over 300 million netizens and coughs across India with our initiative. I'll now play my AV to demonstrate the steps that we took.
India's digital economy is on rapid ascent, but with it comes a rise in financial scams that poses a tangible threat, impacting consumer confidence and adoption. These scams are so common that it is highly likely you, a loved one, or an acquaintance may have been targeted. Google, being a responsible and trusted brand, dialed up its commitment to building a safe internet for everyone. We created a first-of-its-kind financial safety platform for digital India with decision makers across India's financial spine of banking, mobile service providers, and the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. A bespoke event announcing this powerful partnership garnered the attention of prominent communities. Leveraging 4 credible celebrities, we launched Raho Do Kadam Aage to educate everyday internet users on 2 simple steps to stay 2 steps ahead of any scams. Netizens who are financially active are most susceptible to scams, and policymakers, bureaucrats, industry captains are most likely to influence affirmative action from them. A custom-integrated media campaign for Raho Do Kadam Aage effectively addressed both audience cohorts. For netizens, our strategy hinged on 3 media pillars: TV, YouTube, newsprint, InShots, and radio built mass reach. We roped in the Times of India group and India's OG influencer R.K. Lakshman's iconic Common Man to our cause. To catalyze the impact built by mass reach mediums, we used Twitter, which is commonly known to both netizens and key opinion formers, to demonstrate the pitfalls of online scams. With our India-first Twitter innovation, the Hidden Reply, we simulated a real-life clickbait scenario using popular actor Sanya Malhotra's handle. We dialed up the campaign with search engine marketing to drive visibility amongst users searching for keywords related to UPI, online transactions, fraud, and banking. For key opinion formers, we complemented netizen media mix spillover with presence across specialist platforms like LinkedIn and Twitter, and tactical deployment of out-of-home media.
Using specialized data solutions, we targeted key influencer handles. By designing multiple India-first platform innovations, we brought focus and engagement to hashtag Raho Do Kadam Aage. Outdoor around ministries and government offices across Delhi and Mumbai created further impact. With a reach of over 300 million users across India, the campaign drove a 2.5% lift in trust scores, 3.6% lift from offline channels and 0.5% lift from online channels. We created a groundswell of social conversations, delivering 3 times engagements versus any previous Google campaign.
2 चीजों का ध्यान रखें, किसी भी अनजान लिंक पे क्लिक ना करें और अपनी बैंक डिटेल्स शेयर ना करें। इंटरनेट सेफ्टी के लिए रहो 2 कदम आगे।
Our campaign delivered unprecedented success on both our key objectives. Brand track results showed a 2.5% lift in trust scores for Google. Both our offline and online channel mix was successful in delivering trust across our campaign. And lastly, with over 53,000 conversations at an engagement rate higher than any previous Google benchmark, we were successful in driving meaningful social engagement on such a critical topic. Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation is Misho.
Yeah. Is my screen visible?
Yes, but can you please share the computer sound?
Oh, sorry. One second.
While sharing the presentation, you will be finding an option.
I'm so sorry, 1 second. Yeah, sure. Is it fine now?
Yeah. This is Jessica. This is looking from Emvies our technical team.
Can you see the presentation view?
Wait. Yes.
Yes, okay, sorry. Yeah, can I start now?
Yeah, you can start.
Good morning, everyone. I'm here to present our case study for Meesho's integrated media campaign during Festive 2022. And to start this off, we will begin with an AB.
The world of e-commerce constantly evolves, and one company dared to dream differently. This is the story of Meesho, the underdog that triumphed against all odds. Setting the stage for the first ever Meesho Mega Blockbuster Sale, Meesho aimed to democratize e-commerce for Bharat. With ambitious targets of 5.7 million average orders over 5 days, Meesho faced the challenge of converting brand building efforts into sales and grabbing shares in a fiercely competitive market. They aimed to bring e-commerce to the farthest ends of Bharat, targeting anyone with an active internet connection. While e-commerce giants like Amazon targeted urban metro audiences, Meesho focused on bringing e-commerce to every corner of Bharat, catering to the value-conscious Indian. Meesho was built Bharat first, replicating the charm of local bazaars online and charging zero commission to sellers. But the Indian commerce scene wasn't inherently Bharat first. Only 37% of the internet users shopped online. The festive season approached, marked by predictability, anticipation, massive budgets, and hence clutter. How could Meesho, a relatively newcomer, disrupt this well-established order?
Sorry. Yeah. Now, how did we disrupt this well-established festive sale landscape? By understanding major pain points and tackling them head on. Let's have a quick run through of the challenges we faced. Firstly, competition. The category spent upwards of 550 crores during festive sales. Amazon and Flipkart contributed to half of the category spends, and the other half had brands like Ajio, Nykaa, Myntra adding to the clutter. Next is predictability. The top players had a fixed calendar which had been established over a decade, with huge investments to build them up every year. Customers anticipated their sale year on year, so much so that their sales were considered as a marker to the start of the festive season. And to top it all off, we were faced with the challenge of budget cuts in H2 of 2022. Now, how did we overcome these challenges? Firstly, competition. To set context, our KPI for the year was focused on building our brand health metrics and to bring in new installs, which required us to have an always-on presence. But we took the bold call to concentrate more than 60% of our 2022 H2 budget in the 3-week festive period to ensure we could stand a fighting chance against these industry behemoths. Next is predictability. Here we turn their strength into our strength. Through market intelligence and observing Flipkart and Amazon trends year on year, we estimated when they would start their sale campaign, and we ensured that we were the first to kick off the festive season by starting our campaign about 3 to 4 days before the e-com giants. We did this to build mental availability for the first ever Meesho Mega Blockbuster Sale. Now, how did we tackle our biggest challenge? Our answer was prioritization. We use prioritization as our guiding principle. We prioritized audiences, which was at the core of our approach, the categories they were inclined to buy, and the media that they were most likely to consume. We used 2 variables to prioritize audiences. We focused on active app users and shifted away from bringing in new installs, which was our KPI during BAU period. For example, we observed that 60% of Meesho users were from tier 2 to 4 towns. So this pop strata was priority. We also prioritized cohorts and markets with high brand health scores. This allowed us to sharpen our focus to drive more sales. For example, we saw the e-tail cohorts in most markets had higher spontaneous awareness. So these audiences were prioritized. Next, we made sure that our audience was exposed to the products that they wanted. So we assigned custom weightages to categories basis search trends and order contributions to arrive at category prioritization by state. For example, in Tamil Nadu, we saw that people were more interested in home and kitchen than men's fashion. Hence, weights were assigned accordingly. Finally, let's look at how we prioritized media. With Meesho being built for Bharat and TV being the highest reach medium in Bharat, about 85% of our budget was focused on TV. In the 3-week campaign, the first 2 weeks, our operating principle was reach and frequency maximization with the objective to drive sale awareness and intent creation. In the 3rd week, we operated beyond efficiency levels to protect our SOV closer to the sale date to beat the clutter, with the objective of intent creation and call to action. We also ran a 3-day stings campaign starting a day before the sale to drive app opens. We wanted to ensure that we reached out to the maximum audiences. So we used our second lead reach medium, digital, to address the white spaces we had identified in branding and social media. We saw that in certain P0 and P1 markets, our TV plan missed out on chunks of audiences who were light TV consumers. So for incremental reach, digital was deployed across markets where TV reach was lower by targeting light TV viewers. Now, how did we target these light TV viewers? Through digital. We knew that heavy OTT consumers would likely be light TV viewers. So we identified users who watched OTT content for more than 6 hours a day by partnering with YouTube and Sync Media. We truly made an integrated plan by working with Meesho's performance marketing team as well. We identified a white space in the perf plan where video reach was very low on Meta. So we boosted video reach by targeting e-tail audiences across P0 and P1 markets, thereby boosting top of the funnel for perf campaigns. And we didn't stop with the mega blockbuster sale campaign. We identified another unique opportunity. While players have their flagship sale events more than a month before Diwali, they follow it up with another sale closer to Diwali. Surprisingly, when we were planning for the Meesho Maha Diwali sale, we saw that in previous years, intent peaked right after e-commerce flagship sale events. So we got Meesho to advance their Diwali sale by a week to leverage this heightened intent and ran small-scale campaign during this low clutter period. Now, let's see how much of Bharat saw our communication. 510 million of the TAM saw our Meesho mega blockbuster sale communication at least 5 times across TV and digital. Additionally, 273 million of our TAM saw the Maha Diwali sale communication at least 3 times. All our efforts paid off with an unprecedented response from Bharat in 3 significant ways. Firstly, we beat Amazon in order volume during the sale. We surpassed our order target by 18% and achieved our highest ever spawned awareness and top of mind awareness. Now, let's have a closer look at the results.
And how did the results turn out? Meesho overtook Amazon's total orders during the festive sale period. Despite this being Meesho's first ever mega blockbuster sale versus Amazon's 8th edition. The Meesho Mega Blockbuster Sale witnessed a record-breaking 33 million orders in 5 days against a target of 28 million. And that's not all. The Maha Diwali sale campaign added an astounding 26 million more orders. Despite being a newcomer with a modest budget of 35 crores, Meesho overtaking Amazon's total orders during the festive sale proves that key insights and innovative problem solving can overcome even industry behemoths. Post the festive campaign, we achieved our highest ever top 3 spontaneous awareness of 64%
Last minute.
as well as highest ever top of mind awareness of 29%. Meesho's success is more than just a marketing triumph. It's a testament to their belief that there's always room for new narrative in the vast landscape of e-commerce.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation is RuPay.
Hi, everyone. Please give me a moment while I share and get connected.
Okay.
Is the presentation visible?
Yes,
All right, please let me know when I can begin.
you can start now.
A very good afternoon to the jury and all others watching. We all just love the story of an underdog, don't we? Let me tell you one such story. Today, we will be seeing how RuPay, India's first and only card payment network, has risen through the ranks and shown the world that a made in India product can be just as good as a foreign one, and even better. The objectives for RuPay for 2023 were simple enough in theory, but extremely challenging to achieve considering the reality of the market. We can break them down into three distinct goals. In the September of 2022, RuPay launched a new feature which should have taken the country by storm: the ability to link your credit card to your UPI wallet, essentially allowing you to earn credit card rewards and points on even the most basic of payments, like buying groceries or even a bottle of water from the general store. Not only that, but this feature was exclusive to RuPay credit card holders and kept Visa and MasterCard users wanting more. However, even as we enter 2023, the awareness of this feature in the market was still very poor. Therefore, the primary objective for RuPay was to increase awareness of CC on UPI as quickly and effectively as possible. The second hurdle was brand imagery. Within the target audiences that were important for the brand, people responded by saying that RuPay was not for me and that they would never consider acquiring a RuPay card. On the flip side, brand imagery for Visa and MasterCard was through the roof, with people saying that it was their preferred card and very relevant for them. Therefore, we needed to significantly boost brand imagery so that people felt not only comfortable, but proud to own and use a RuPay credit card. The third, and probably the largest challenge, was for RuPay to gain market share. Visa and MasterCard are extremely established, well penetrated throughout the country, and a safe and reliable option in the minds of consumers. RuPay, entering the space in 2017, had an extremely difficult and uphill battle trying to win market share in this duopoly with two behemoths in their own regard. Now that we have the brand's goals in mind, let's look at some of the insights as to how we could go about achieving these objectives. The first thing to do is identify who our core audience really is. Our theory, which we corroborated with numerous studies and tools, showed us that people are more likely to be credit card users the higher we rise up the affluence pyramid amongst our population. Therefore, targeting premium audiences was imperative. We also needed to tap into existing credit card users, the majority of whom would belong to the competition, and convince them to convert to RuPay or at least add RuPay to the repertoire of cards that they already own. The other important factor to keep in mind is that when it comes to credit card networks, consumers generally don't have brand loyalty. Their choice is driven by the rewards at their disposal across different banks. This is why it was crucial for us to tap into cohorts like travelers, shoppers, and value seekers, which are the major credit card category reward points. The next step was to identify how and where to reach these audiences for our communication to be most effective. We had four parameters that needed to be met. First, we needed something which would give us quick reach in a very short window of time. Second, something which would also help change the brand imagery in the minds of consumers. Third, we needed something in the first half of the year since H2 is extremely cluttered from an advertiser perspective. And lastly, we needed something that was made in India, resonating with and reflecting the brand's ethos. Putting all four parameters together, the answer becomes obvious. RuPay's solution with a strong association with IPL 2023, which would deliver across the board. However, IPL is still extremely broad and audiences are diverse. This is why we curated and tailor-made a strategy for RuPay to tap into only those audiences which were important for us. Our official partnership with IPL through the on-ground sponsorship put a shining light on the brand and did wonders in terms of brand imagery. Being associated with the hottest property in town not only changed the way people perceive the brand, but also put our presence on the field in an unmissable manner. Whether the ball soared to the boundary or if there was an amazing catch, RuPay was there to share your joy. Our associate sponsorship on Geo Cinema ensured that we reached our digital audiences. With 4 different and humorous ads running across all 74 matches on CTV and the brand's presence in the Geo studio before, during, and after matches, Rupee covered it all. We were also present strategically on mobile in key cities and only on premium devices to not miss out on those audiences. Our associate sponsorship on Star Sports HD helped us build a similar narrative for TV viewers. We additionally secured presence in the ad breaks closest to the time that the match would resume when viewership is the highest. Contextual and Aston bands were also displayed during the match when there was a partnership mention between two batsmen, further highlighting the unique partnership of a RuPay credit card and UPI. We were now also aware that a significant portion of credit card users might not be IPL viewers, which is why it was important to build a surround campaign across various touchpoints like print, outdoor, social media, other digital media, and influencers. The renowned Harsha Bhogle graciously made a video on the best fours during IPL 2023, further bolstering our on-ground communication on the go fours. By leveraging these additional touchpoints, we were able to influence our audiences 24/7 and not only during the IPL matches. This significantly helped change the perception of the brand and led to adoption. Now, I understand that was quite a lot to wrap your head around, and while I could get into the details of everything else we did for the brand, in the interest of time, I think I will be able to best summarize with the help of a video. Let's see what Rupee looks like when we put it all together.
Oh, he's hit this one, Miles! Oh, gone again, gone again!
For every sixer, every boundary, every run, every catch, and every victory, there was a driving force behind it all. Rupee, the proud partner of IPL 2023. Brand Rupee made a significant impact, reaching a massive audience of 74 crore people. On average, Rupee was viewed a remarkable 13 times every single day. The media value delivered was 10 times greater than invested. We leveraged cricket, which is considered the pop culture of the country, and decided to partner with IPL, the biggest celebration in India. We crafted a multimedia strategy to entice and engage customers across touchpoints, across various screens. A staggering 3.3 billion impressions were delivered, capturing the attention of millions, reaching a total exposure of over 300,000 seconds during the IPL. The IPL provided a perfect platform for Rupee, generating over 70,000 promotional tags, firmly establishing the brand's presence. Rupee's presence on IPL doubled the brand's website visits and a 5-fold increase in brand keyword searches. In terms of media value, the impact was massive, worth a whopping rupees 1,300 plus crores, showcasing the tremendous value it delivered.
The Rupee on the go fours of the match award for hitting the maximum number of fours.
Showcasing the tremendous value delivered. Our on-ground touchpoint marketing strategy was an undeniable triumph with an astounding total of 168,000 seconds of exposure.
All you guys have to do is use your Rupee credit cards and there is exclusive access to tickets 24 hours before everyone else gets access.
With precision and innovation, our campaign has driven key metrics to new levels. The campaign proved to be immensely successful for the brand. Our collaboration with the Indian Premier League reached unprecedented heights through an innovative Rupee campaign. This initiative made a significant and enduring impression on cricket enthusiasts and consumers nationwide. Rupee, official partner of IPL. Let's repeat history again.
Now, while we did mention some of the results in the video, let's do a quick recap and cover some of the other interesting outcomes. From a media lens, we were able to deliver 10 times the value, generate over 1 lakh organic engagements on social media, and increase brand search volumes by 5x. We also delivered on our objectives across the board, with Rupee reaching out to 74 crore audiences in a span of only 60 days, seeing an increase in TOMA and consideration by 13 and 10% respectively, and a whopping 25% increase in market share. Now, bringing this presentation to a close, I'd like to thank the judges for their time and attention and the Advertising Club for giving us this platform to showcase a piece of work that we are extremely proud of. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next presentation is WhatsApp.
Hi everyone, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Is the screen up?
Yeah,
All right,
you can start.
thank you. Conversations began when cavemen gathered around fire to discuss their daily lives, much like on modern-day social networking sites. These humans then decided to catalog their knowledge, the genesis of blogging. Pigeons carried one of the first long-distance conversations, equivalent to modern-day messaging apps. From letters to SMSs to messaging, mankind has surely come a long way. It's hard to believe that 2009 was 15 years ago when WhatsApp came into existence. Hello everyone, my name is Tejas Desai, and this is the story of the #1 messaging platform in India, WhatsApp. The story begins when concerns around privacy heightened from 2020 to 2021 due to changes in government regulations and negative news trends. Since 2022, the brand has tirelessly worked to reshape its perceptions. By 2023, WhatsApp seemed to recover from its post terms of service lows, but needed to maintain a forward momentum. To address this, we launched a multi-channel campaign, keeping privacy at its core. The objective of our campaign was to showcase how multiple layers of protection give the privacy control back to the users and to enhance usage of the app's privacy features. Our challenge was to identify and target the right audience. This was done via a proprietary tool, Taste Panel. We classified our target audience as critics for privacy-conscious users, those confident of their online data as promoters, and those falling in between as neutrals. We further use GWI and TGI to layer the audience personas with relevant media signals and channels. These media signals and channels were then carefully mapped to the consumer journey to arrive at a three-phased media approach. To target critics and neutrals, we launched a massive campaign across multiple mediums, activating multiple touchpoints. Phase 1 was awareness, where we focused on mass reach genres on television, on digital, video-led platforms across different genres like OTTs, non-meta social apps, and short-format video apps was activated. So, the differentiating factor for this phase was our innovative amplify and echo YouTube strategy. First, the main asset was served as a skippable ad to our target audience on YouTube. People who viewed the ad were targeted with 15-second feature films. Those who skipped were retargeted with a shorter version of the main asset through viewer negation. Further, the people who chose to skip the shorter film were targeted with feature-led bumpers. With this strategy, we effectively engaged 70% of the audience base on YouTube by exposing them to at least one of the brand's communication. To further build frequency, we showcased the multiple layers on TV through shorter edits. On digital, we shifted our focus to display and search to build affinity by using formats like banners, homepage carousels, and display roadblocks. To fuel the overall visibility of the campaign, out of home and out cinema were also activated. The unique thing about the consideration phase was our partnership with Ranveer Singh, where a 3-minute film was created to demonstrate how he uses WhatsApp to have his private conversations with his loved ones. This film and its cut downs garnered 200 million views on digital. We also amplified this on cinema and out of home. In the last phase, we aimed to enhance the usage through education and uptake. Television, digital, cinema, and out of home continued to reinforce the feature-led messaging. To further engage the viewers, we partnered with relevant athletes in association with Star Sports to create authentic sports content by emphasizing on different WhatsApp features and how they enable these athletes to keep their privacy intact. This series featured 90 seconds videos of these athletes, which were then amplified on digital platforms. Additionally, WhatsApp set up a 3D anamorphic installation at Gateway of India. The activation created high buzz and witnessed an on-ground reach of over 100K and garnered 10 million impressions through PR. Here's the AV to summarize the campaign.
Whether it's your confessions, your difficult debates, or your silly inside jokes, WhatsApp recognizes the value of spontaneous, unrecorded conversations. There's a certain magic in sitting down with someone knowing that your conversation remains private and unarchived. WhatsApp has long been the leading messaging app in India, witnessing consistent growth over the years. However, between 2020 and 2021, privacy concerns surfaced. 2022 onwards, WhatsApp's focus has been on reshaping perceptions through awareness, education, and tangible user experiences. In 2023, WhatsApp recovered on privacy scores, but there was room for improvement. To further bolster WhatsApp's privacy image, we initiated the WhatsApp Privacy Campaign. The challenge was to identify and engage with the right target audience. Using our proprietary tool, Pace Panel, we classified users concerned about privacy as critics, those confident about their online data as promoters, and the undecided as neutrals. To address the concerns of critics and neutrals, market insights, media consumption patterns, and behavior were analyzed using GWI and TGI. Comprehensive research identified optimal channels and platforms for precise message delivery. To target critics, we used qualifiers such as top 10% income households, handset value above 25K, consumers of English news and media, and neutrals as modest income households, handset value below 25K, and consumers of regional media. Our strategy played out in 3 phases: drive awareness, build consideration, and enhance usage through a multi-channel approach. 50+ assets were deployed across 15 markets in 2023, a massive scale-up from the previous year. The awareness phase focused on building reach for hero film via high reach and impact initiatives on television and digital. In the consideration phase, we adopted shorter edits and sustained presence on television and digital. We further fueled the visibility of privacy features via out-of-home presence at key locations and cinema presence during big-ticket movie releases. In the last phase, to enhance usage, we partnered with Star Sports, giving birth to WhatsApp Privacy Unplugged, with 90-second videos featuring athletes describing how WhatsApp enables them to keep their privacy intact. Additionally, with the help of an activation agency, a 3D anamorphic installation was set up at Gateway of India that visually depicted WhatsApp's privacy layers in action. The campaign stats read massively of its success, reaching 144 million critics and neutrals on digital 6.1 billion times, achieved over 2.5 billion completed views. The campaign generated an impressive 78 million clicks at an engagement rate of 1%. The campaign reached 85 million audiences via television and garnered 800 million impressions via out-of-home and cinema. Kantar's findings affirmed that the campaign was a tremendous success. Strategic audience targeting, partner selection, and ad format choices earning national recognition, contributing to the campaign's success and transforming public perception of WhatsApp's commitment to privacy.
To this result, the campaign garnered an earned media worth 2.5 crores. With 1.6 million shares, 200K plus mentions, we secured a remarkable 70% share on all privacy-related searches, resulting in a 6% search lift. Our campaign also drove a 4% improvement on privacy-related opinions. The story of conversations will keep on evolving, but one thing is certain, that your information and data and your conversations are private and safe on WhatsApp. Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation is Google search.
I'll just present my screen. Is my screen visible with no black box on top of it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Let me know when to start.
You can start now.
Gerhard Casper. Does this name mean anything to you? I guess not. But in some ways, this name is linked to all of us. Because Gerhard Casper was the first query that was ever searched on Google. Google, since then, has reinvented the world of information. And today, there are more than 8.5 billion searches happening on Google every single day. Hello, everyone. My name is Karun, and I'm proud to share my team's contribution to Google's journey of democratizing information by integrating search with key human senses. And what better place for this mission than the young and diverse nation of India? But India's diversity comes with its own challenges. The English language literacy is less than 10%. Typing in regional language is 3 times harder than English. And communicating with Gen Z in the way most relevant to them is a challenge in its own. So, for an app which is ubiquitous to 650 million smartphones in India, Google Search's mission was to simplify the access to information while considering India's diversity. And the answer to access lie beyond the search text box. Google wanted to evangelize the use of 3 solutions: voice search, lens search, and multimodal search. Voice search was meant to address the challenge of vernacular speakers, where typing is 3 times more difficult, while lens search was meant to enable Gen Z with camera, a tool they are most familiar with. And multimodal search was meant to democratize information for all types of users. To drive adoption, we faced the reintroduction of these 3 solutions, spending the majority time on voice search since it addressed the digitally novice users, followed by a geo-specific pilot for lens search, which addressed the digital natives, Gen Z, finally leading to the full suite multimodal search solution for everyone. We planned for specific interventions across the complete media funnel for each of these access points. To begin with an impactful message, we leveraged inspirational stories of Indians who unlocked surprising possibilities for themselves using the power of search. Be it Olympic boxer Nikhat Zareen and K-pop idol Shriya Lenka for voice search, or parkour artist Mujahid and World Cup winning cricketer Shefali Verma for multimodal search. For lens search, we also showcase top use cases like language translation, fashion shopping, and homework for students. And to build awareness for these inspirational stories, we leveraged high reach mediums with impactful techniques like video ad sequencing on YouTube, partnership with marquee properties on TV, and use of short form content on exponentially growing mediums like YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels. To drive engagement, we created many industry leading media led innovations for each of the access points. For voice search, we created India's first non-intrusive voice-enabled ad experience on OTT. For lens search, we created a Google Lens experience on digital and print medium. And for multimodal search, we started a unique offline to online search movement, which encouraged participation from more than 650 brands. Finally, for conversions, we leveraged the power of machine learning, where we targeted the low users of voice, lens, and multimodal search with action-oriented creatives to increase their number of searches. Our strategy and integrated approach truly helped to democratize access to information. And for the app, which is ubiquitous to 650 million smartphones, we saw a 7.5% and 4% growth in voice and lens search solutions, and a striking 65% overachievement in the multimodal search daily active user targets. These numbers are testament to the paradigm shift in the searching behavior of the people. Now, I let my AV take you through this journey of access for a new digital India.
Google's mission of organizing the world's information and making it universally available is most evident in India, a country of 1,600 spoken languages, 692 million monthly internet users, and half its population below the age of 30. From the QWERTY to quirky generation, Google simplified access to information through three modes of search: voice, lens, and multimodal. Voice, the first mode of access, address the India that is not English proficient. Since typing in regional languages is nearly 3 times more difficult, Bolne Se Sab Hoga was designed to educate NCCS BCDE audiences that their own voice can power Google search. We pivoted on inspirational journeys of women who overcame gender bias like boxer Nikhat Zareen.
लोगों ने कहा बॉक्सिंग लड़कियों की बस की बात नहीं, तो मैंने बोला टॉप वुमेन बॉक्सर्स इन द वर्ल्ड
and powerlifter Kiran Dembla.
लोगों ने कहा मत देखकर शौक रखो, मैंने बोला पास के जिम्स
To demonstrate बोलने से सब होगा. Through an impactful integrated media campaign, we reached our audiences with this message. In an industry-first non-intrusive innovation on India's #1 OTT platform, MX Player, we recreated a voice search experience within the platform's ad inventory itself to drive engagement. High-affinity women's sports partnerships further enhanced the Bolne Se Sab Hoga narrative. The smartphone camera in every Gen Z's hand was the second mode of access. So Google introduced Lens Search in India's second most populous state, Bihar. 4 use cases with the highest propensity for trials with Gen Z were activated. Geo-focused buys on YouTube, app campaign for engagement and OTTs delivered reach with conversions. An engaging print activation induced readers to scan with Google Lens to find answers. With mobile publisher mCanvas, we replicated the Google Lens user interface through an interactive rich media experience. Armed with the learnings from voice and lens search, we launched multimodal search for all Indians, ढूंढेंगे तो मिलेगा, showcased how text, voice or lens unlocks possibilities. A World Cup winning women's cricket captain,
तो छोरों के साथ खेल लेंगे आसपास क्रिकेट एकेडमी
a small town parkour superstar,
How to start parkour.
and an indie filmmaker
ये तो जापानीज है.
कृपा करके मेन्यू दिखाओ.
showcased how Google search unlocked possibilities for them. User and brand generated content across YT Shorts, Insta Reels and YouTube's video ad sequencing built the multimodal search story. Marquee cricket events, Asia Cup and ICC World Cup further amplified our message. We broke media silos with Ye Kisne Dhoonda, a one-of-its-kind offline to online treasure hunt style activity. Contextual pop culture billboards built intrigue, sparked virality on social media, and encouraged over 650 brands to join the trend. These interventions delivered results. A 4% lift in lens and 7.5% lift in voice search usage, with a 65% over delivery of search daily active user targets per quarter. We also generated over 700,000 social conversations through our interventions.
रोहतक से वर्ल्ड कप ढूंढेंगे तो मिलेगा.
And for all those who are still wondering about the first search query, let me tell you that in 1998, when the founders of Google were demonstrating its power, they searched for Gerhard Casper, who was the president of Stanford University at that time. And naturally, Google gave perfect results because Google पे ढूंढेंगे तो मिलेगा. Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation is pendulums.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Can you give me a minute while I present?
Okay. Can you please share the computer show?
Yeah. Sorry, were you saying something?
Please share the computer song.
Yes, I'll do that.
Are you ready?
Yes. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Let me know when I can start.
You can start.
Hi, I'm Purvi and I'm presenting the Pantaloons case in the category Best Integrated Campaign Services. 104 million. Yes, that's a huge number. That's the number of people who celebrate the biggest festival, Durga Pujo. This leads to 40% sales during Pujo, which is a retailer's prime revenue season. However, post-pandemic, consumer behavior has changed. They now prefer the ease and convenience of online shopping, which is now an offline retailer's biggest nightmare and challenge. For Pantaloons, it was no different, especially in the market where the brand has been a category leader for 24 years and Pujo contributing to 45% of their market sales. The stakes were high during Pujo 2022, and we had to get them back to the store. Consumers were emotionally liberated after 2 years of muted celebrations and missed those milestone moments such as dressing up, going out to meet friends and families. To fuel this, we decided to remind them of the glorious Pujo festivities from the pre-pandemic period. We utilized media to recreate the excitement of pre-pandemic Pujo festive activities. We followed a 3-step model. First, established non-stop Pujo celebration this festive season through impact and frequency and leveraging moments of festivity. Dominated Bengali media seizing prime time of top TV channels take over with digital mastheads and outdoor space for 4 weeks, captivating an audience of 20 million. Used moments in media for contextual placement and integrations to drive pre-pandemic Pujo activities reaching 13 million plus audiences. Second, we reinforced beliefs through relevant articles and content. 10 plus local celebrities offered reels and stories sharing their non-stop Pujo moments on Instagram. To enhance engagement, they organized a contest inviting people to share their Pujo moments through selfies. Plus, a dedicated microsite was also created on ABP that hosted all celeb moments. Editorial articles on leading portal ABP passionately conveyed the message of celebrating Pujo in its original glory, collectively impacting 8 million individuals across West Bengal. Third, we delivered an experience that serves as a catalyst for celebrations. One of the most cherished moments of Pujo is visiting pandals along with friends and family. To recreate this experience, we partnered with Big FM and curated a 5-day tour of prominent pandals. Pujo hopping, no stopping. Buses at an interval of every 15 minutes continuously for 5 days covered the major pandals, helping 650 plus families to experience Pandal Darshan. Driven by RJ live interactions with people inside the bus, welcoming Pandal hoppers, playing interesting and engaging games. This was possible due to the complete takeover of radio with 380 plus RJ mentions, hourly tags, capsules, teasers, and a specially curated anthem, supported by social media platforms. Along with this, top influencers were spreading the message about the Pandal tour. Let's now take a look at our AV.
Durga Pujo, the biggest festival of the Bengalis. A joyous celebration with beautiful, happy people draped in the brightest of clothing. For 24 years, Pantaloons has been an integral part of this celebration. Families and friends flock together to Pantaloons outlets and shop their heart out. But since 2020, there has been a significant increase in online sales, leading to a stark dip in the footfall to the retail stores. What's Pujo without dressing up? What's Pujo without Pantaloons? This Durga Pujo, the challenge was to reignite the spark and remind everyone of the magic of the festival. This Pujo campaign demanded more than just selling clothes. So we set out to bring back the joy of Durga Pujo in Bengal with hashtag Pujo Hopping No Stopping, a multi-sensory campaign designed to immerse our audience. We embarked on a 3-pronged strategy to hashtag Pujo Hopping No Stopping, implementing a multifaceted approach.
First, we established the festive spirit. By dominating the media landscape with captivating visuals, infectious music, and heartwarming stories, we aimed to recreate the excitement of pre-pandemic celebrations and reignite the anticipation for Pujo in every Bengali household. We flooded the TV channels, digital platforms, and even outdoor spaces with a barrage of audio-visual content with our messaging. Then, we reinforced the belief, partnering with local celebrities and trusted news portals to share authentic content that resonated with the Bengali audience. OTT faces from Star Jalsha and Hoi Choi shared their hashtag non-stop Pujo moments, resonating with the audience's desire to celebrate. We reinforced the message in collaboration with the biggest news portal in Bengal, APB Ananda, and published articles that ardently advocated for celebrating Pujo in its original glory. We hit the final phase with an on-ground experience. Our hashtag Pujo Hopping No Stopping bus tour provided a unique opportunity for families to experience the essence of the festival together. We created real experiences in partnership with Big FM to curate the hashtag Pujo Hopping No Stopping bus tours, taking families on a journey through iconic pandals, fostering new memories. We took the social media by storm with influencers and local personalities joining the movement, sharing their Pujo stories and inviting families to participate. The response was overwhelming. Millions of Bengalis resonated with our message, and Pantaloons witnessed an incredible surge in footfall. Putting things in perspective, we saw 1.5 times higher web search, 15% sales growth, 5% higher customer walk-ins, 83% higher campaign ROI. But numbers don't do justice to what we achieved. This Pujo, we didn't just sell clothes. We put the joy back in the city of joy.
Reiterating the results, our campaign delivered impressive results, beating pre-pandemic benchmarks. 1.5x higher web search than closest competition, whopping 15% sales growth with 5% higher consumer walk-ins. It makes it even merrier when it is achieved at 83% higher campaign ROI. The most significant testimonial to the campaign success is heightened enthusiasm for celebration, reflected in remarkable 26% uplift in spends by consumer. Most importantly, this Pujo, we didn't just sell clothes, we put the joy back in the city of joy. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next presentation is Airtel 5G Plus.
I hope my screen is visible.
Yes.
I can start?
Yeah, you can start.
Hello, my name is Aman Singh and I'll present you how we were able to bring both 5G and Airtel to the forefront in the consumer mind space. We Indians usually spend average 5 to 6 hours daily on internet, from social networking to education, from streaming to work meetings, from gaming to even presenting for Emvies. We are so invested in digital that upgrading to 5G would have been an obvious choice for a consumer. But within the months of 5G rollout, consumer excitement started to fade. Consumers were asking how it will impact my life. There was a lack of use cases. People were also talking about 4G से 5G में कितना फर्क है, and then therefore a lack of perceptible differentiation or 5G advantage. And to top it all, Jio was investing twice as much on spectrum acquisition and aggressive network deployment along with their subsidiary media association and PR machinery at work. Airtel association with 5G was much lower. Given all these roadblocks, we further deep dived into our consumer insight. Our consumer were looking to experience 5G before believing in it, and that formed a key pillar for our integrated media campaign. With an objective to drive experience, we decided to showcase how 5G would change the way we consume sports and entertainment in future. We needed to showcase the speed superiority to draw a perceptible difference between the speed of 4G and 5G. Since speed matters the most for gamers, we engage consumer by launching a game to showcase speed. We also partners with key opinion leaders across tech and gaming community to showcase their strength. For a weak Airtel 5G association in the mind of consumer, we aimed mind of consumer, we aim to build up top of mind awareness. We drove mass visibility via brand communication. Now let me give you a glimpse of how all of it came together.
India experienced an exceptionally swift 5G rollout. As a new tech, the initial scarcity of mass use cases raised skepticism about 5G's value in consumers' lives, resulting in slower than expected adoption. Against this backdrop, our marketing goals were twofold. Position Airtel as the preferred network choice, enhance Airtel's 5G's association in consumers' minds. We found the answer at the crossroads of consumer, category, and cultural insights. We designed a multifaceted approach to maximize reach, impact, and contextuality. Leveraging the seeing is believing consumer insight, we showcased futuristic 5G unlocks. India breathes cricket, and we capitalized on its grandest spectacle, IPL, to connect with a large cricket-loving audience. We launched Airtel 5G Plus Ultimate Fans, giving our consumers a first-of-its-kind experience in the history of live sports broadcasting. Powered with high-speed Airtel 5G Plus bandwidth, 10 cricket fans were teleported from remote studios in their meta-human avatar form to Star Sports IPL production studio for real-time interactions with their favorite cricketers, experts, and show hosts.
वो यहाँ ट्रांसपोर्ट होने वाला है स्टार स्पोर्ट्स स्टूडियोज मुंबई में to the power of Airtel 5G Plus. Bhai, this is super crazy. This is super fast. This is super amazing.
We unlocked another 5G experience with an engaging mobile game, Buffer Monster, a harbinger of slow internet brought to life through an AR filter. Users, through their phone's selfie cameras, became the main players, being chased by the Buffer Monster. To escape its clutches, users had to collect 5G speed boosters. This gamified AR filter registered 10 million plus gameplays. We maintained the buzz by fostering a deeper understanding and increased adoption of 5G through influential figures.
When you say faster, I just want to see how fast. तो मेरी वीडियो फटाक से एकदम से अपलोड हो जाएगी. मुझे latency की अहमियत पता है. मैं उसके लिए ज़्यादा excited हूँ.
Airtel 5G Plus is environment friendly. I think that is very important.
We utilized 120 plus diverse TV channels spanning various genres and mass digital platforms to achieve extensive reach and awareness, along with impactful presence across key properties, including WTPs and flagship shows on TV, and masthead roadblocks across various digital platforms. We targeted various heavy data users with customized gamer and streamers communications. Our campaign was further amplified in 5G live cities through outdoor advertising with contextual messaging. Our comprehensive campaign, spanning 8 weeks across various media channels, yielded results that mirrored the strength and speed of Airtel 5G. Reached 500 million plus audiences with all media combined. 136% lift in branded search. The 5G association gap between Airtel and Jio narrowed from 26 percentage points to 3 percentage points. 17% increase in active 5G user base. 3.2% increase in mobile ARPU, plus 2.4% preference lift. But we see our success in unlocking India's infinite potential and swiftly turning possibilities into reality through the unmatched speed provided only by Airtel 5G.
Like we saw in the AV, we slayed every challenge thrown to us. We launched Airtel 5G Plus Ultimate Fan with Star Sport on with IPL on Star Sport, giving our consumer a futuristic and unimaginable experience of 5G. We engaged our consumer with 10 million plus gameplay on Buffer Monster and key opinion leaders across tech and gaming community, showcasing the Airtel 5G speed superiority. We drove mass visibility and brand preference with high reach and impact media campaign reaching 500 million plus audience across TV, digital, and OH. We deployed 120 plus channels and garnered 2000 plus GRP on TV. We also garnered 750 million plus views across digital platform. OH deployed across 108 5G live cities with 1200 plus customized creative. Airtel effectively showcased its technological prowess to the mass audience, signaling its unmatched preparedness for the 5G era. And the result came in at lightning 5G speed. Brand search volume increased by 136%. We got a preference lift of 2.4%. Our active 5G user base jumped up by 17%. Our mobile ARPU climbed up by 3.2%. The 5G association gap between Airtel and competitor narrowed from 26 to 3 percentage point. And at the end of a campaign, we made every 4G user an ultimate fan of Airtel 5G. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so Nitin, we conclude the session?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so jury members, thank you for your time. I think you can score and submit the score sheets. What I wanted you to express is, some of you, how was the experience to judge online, the time management? I'm not going to request you to ask for what is your opinion on presentations and stuff like that, because it's all classified. That your scores will reflect in any case. But the overall experience, the tech experience, the time management, how did it go through? Because we are done at around almost 12:20 or some 12:33 we are done. So we have saved half an hour. So what is your opinion? Can anybody volunteer to speak?
Yeah, sure. I'll go first. I think it's a very, very smooth experience. I think the technology platform which has been used has been very supportive. The organization skills, everybody coming on. I mean, everything started smoothly with the exception of a couple of glitches. But otherwise, I think this digital version, I think, has been a lot more efficient than a physical version. Overall, I think it's very, very smooth. Very smooth.
Thank you, Palraj. Thank you very much. Anybody else?
Right. Vipin, can I add? May I?
Hi.
So I think having seen MVs in the offline version and now in the online version, I agree with what my fellow jury member said. It's far more efficient. You are able to be focused, and I think you get an undivided attention to the presentation, right? And I must compliment all the presenters for doing a fantastic job. I mean, given that there was no physical presence, they did a fantastic job in terms of communicating their idea clearly and also being able to bring out the key initiatives and the results. So I think it's a far more efficient way of working for me. Thanks so much. Yeah.
So Amey, you want to say that when we used to meet in person, it wasn't all that efficient?
Well, given the Bombay traffic, right? You used to spend an hour traveling, but we can always meet for a cup of coffee. That's most welcome.
Okay, wonderful. Anybody else? Thank you, Amey.
Yeah, sure. No, so
Hi.
this has been a hi, Bipin, and hi everyone. I think this has been a really good Saturday spent, is the way I'd put it, right? I think right from the way it has been organized, I think the quality of entries, the way they have been presented, I think they have been interesting and enriching both at the same time, right? And I would usually want to spend a day on a weekend watching content which is like fairly gripping and keeping me on the edge of the seat. I think it did the job, right? I think entry after entry, such brilliant insights, right? And some of them really were very well presented. So I think a great job done, and I've thoroughly enjoyed myself going through this process.
So sweet of you, Vaibhav. Music to us. Thank you very much, and pleasure to have you. Anybody else?
Likewise.
Hi, Bipin. Hey, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
The
How are
great
you?
Prabhakar Tiwari.
How are you, Bipin?
I'm absolutely fine.
Good, yeah. Good fun. So I agree with Amya and Vaibhav, but more importantly, I enjoyed the digital interface a lot more, and the quality of content is amazing. I think this young lord is doing a fabulous job. I like and the kind of platform they have, and the kind of proposition they have, and the kind of range of options they have. I mean, that's mind-boggling. Great job.
Wonderful. Thank you, Prabhakar. Thank you.